What is going on, guys? Overture here, and I'm excited to be bringing you this video. E3 is finally upon us, and I think it's going to be a good year for us gamers. The PS4 and the Xbox One dropped last year, and E3 was really focused about bringing us what the hardware was capable of and what the lineup was. And this year, it's going to be bringing us all games, all focused around the consoles and what we can expect in the future. I am really excited. I just saw the Xbox One, and this is what the video is going to be about. I'm going to be reviewing the games and my thoughts about each little gameplay video for the Xbox One, and sort of give you the list of my most hyped games, and finally a review at the end. And to be honest, I wasn't that excited for Microsoft's press conference, because usually I tend to stay focused towards Sony and Nintendo, because as a kid those are the franchises that I like, so I wanted to stay towards them. But I actually enjoyed Microsoft's a lot, and the first game, obviously they had to go with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Microsoft always has Call of Duty content, because all the DLC and everything comes out first for Microsoft. So right off the bat, the game doesn't look like a traditional Call of Duty game, and in my opinion, I think that's a good thing. I feel like Call of Duty has been on a downward spiral since Modern Warfare 3, and I feel like with this Advanced Warfare, with the new technology, it's just going to bring a new light on Call of Duty and maybe revitalize the franchise. And I was expecting this game to sort of be a lot like Halo, where they just went completely overboard into the sci-fi and like they were going to be in space with spaceships and stuff. But no, they did it really tastefully done. The futuristic is okay, but it's not over the top. You still see skyscrapers, you still see jet planes and stuff like that. It still feels like the modern shooters that we have, but with a little bit of Advanced Warfare built into it. The aesthetics and the weapons in this game actually look really good. The character models have really high pixel counts. It looks like it's very well planned for the next generation console, and we're going to have to talk about this. For those of you that watched it, you saw the last weapon that they picked up was a laser gun. They actually have lasers in this game. It's going to be pretty cool seeing how it's going to be played out in multiplayer, how powerful it's going to be. I'm really excited to see what the Advanced Warfare has in store for us. Now, I go a lot more in depth in a different video. I do a dual commentary with another YouTuber about what I want to see in Advanced Warfare, so I'm not going to go more in depth about Call of Duty. I'll put a link in the description below so you can check out that video. And with that, we're going to go into our next game, which is Forza Horizon 2. Now, I'm not a big racing game fan. I'm not that good at racing. I crash a lot. For those of you who watch me play Watch Dogs or Grand Theft Auto, I'm not the best driver, but I played the demo for the Forza that originally released on Xbox One at a Best Buy, and I really enjoyed it. It played really well, the graphics were really amazing, and the trailer for Forza Horizon 2 looks a lot better with the weather enhancements and all that other stuff. It just looks like it's going to be a very aesthetic pleasing game, and the racing aspect of it, of course, since it's not really my cup of tea, those who are big racing buffs will definitely have something to look forward to in the future. And next is a game that I've been excited to see more about, and I was hoping that I was going to see more gameplay about it, but you know, it's E3, you got to take what you can get, and that's Evolve. Now, for those of you who don't know, Evolve is a game that's made by the people that made Left 4 Dead. It's a 4-player co-op game where you're basically on different planets and you're looking for one monster. You're basically hunting them down, and you can either play as 4 different classes or you can play as the monster. It's going to be like a complete co-op multiplayer experience, and I am really excited for it because for those of you who have seen my channel, I am a big fan of co-op games. I like playing Left 4 Dead, I like playing Payday, I like playing games that are really heavily focused on teamwork, so I'm really excited to see more about this game, and it's a definite pickup for me. I really cannot stress how awesome this game looks. And after that, they showed a demo for Assassin's Creed Unity, and to be honest, I have a lot of mixed feelings about this game. One, I'm going to talk about what I like, the time period. I really like that it's set in the French Revolution. I'm pretty big on history. I really like history, and the French Revolution was really interesting to me when I was in high school. It's it's really brutal and dark, and seeing it portrayed in this trailer, it's sort of like reimagined the imagination in my head when I was reading about the French Revolution. The parkour looks improved. It looks like you're going to be able to do more, and it's going to go more fluidly. And it looks like you can interact with NPCs more now. As you can see, when they assassinated the soldiers, a riot broke out, and the people just ran through the streets, giving you more cover. And I feel like that's going to play a big key on how you play the maps. And the one thing I am pretty worried about is the 4-player co-op aspect of the game. I'm wondering what it's going to be about. I don't know if it's just going to be like certain missions where you get to play with 4-player, or it's going to be completely 4-player co-op. And I'm sort of hoping that it's not completely 4-player co-op, because I kind of like that Assassin's Creed is sort of you're this one assassin, not just a group of assassins. I mean, if it works well, I'll probably enjoy it, but I'm wondering how it's going to play out. Like, if you add more co-op, it's going to just add more enemies that you have to assassinate. Or maybe if there's new routes that you could take now that you have 4 players, that would be really cool. I'm really skeptical about the whole idea, and I hope that it works out. And now the next trailer that we saw a little bit of is Dragon Age, and I'm probably not the best person that you guys should be coming to for Dragon Age, because I've only played a little bit of the first 2, but it's a fun game. It's a really big RPG experience. It's pretty popular. A lot of people play it, and a lot of people have been telling me to actually try it out and beat the game, but I don't know. I haven't really been getting into it. But the trailer for this new one, Dragon Age Inquisition, looks really cool. I hope that the gameplay is a little bit more action than the RPG, because that wasn't my cup of tea in the past, but we'll see. You know, maybe it's going to be a nice blend of both. But anyways, I want to go ahead and move on to a game that I'm really excited for, Sunset Overdrive. They first showed a trailer last year's EA when they were announcing the Xbox One, and I was really interested in it from the trailer, and seeing actual gameplay demo of it sort of lives up to the hype that I built up in my head. It looks really fun. The free running aspect of it looks really cool. The weapons look amazing. I loved Gotham City Imposters because it was so like out of the park ridiculous, and this game sort of plays homage to it. It looks really cool, and it's going to be interesting seeing how the story plays out. I don't think the story is going to be that good, but the multiplayer aspect and just the worlds in general, it might have a lot of replayability and fun mixed in with it. And after that, they showed a trailer for, what was it, Dead Rising Super Alpha Mega, whatever. It's some DLC add-on, I guess, of Dead Rising 3. I haven't played Dead Rising 3. I don't own an Xbox One, so I don't know what it's about, but apparently it adds a whole bunch of new skins to the game. It adds a whole bunch of new moves, and that's basically it. You're allowed to do more, and I don't know. It's sort of gimmicky for me. I'm not really big on DLC and stuff like that, but it looks like it could be fun for a couple hours or so. But anyways, that's just my opinion on it. And next is a game that I have to talk to you guys about because I have a lot of feelings about it, and that's Fable Legends. First thing, after watching the gameplay trailer and all that stuff, I'm still not trusting it. I still don't know whether or not it's going to be good, because I played Fable 1. I loved every single bit of it. It was, I feel like that's the start of my like super gaming like career. Like that's when I got really heavy into gaming, and I really started focusing on gameplay mechanics and stuff like that. So Fable 1 was a really big staple to me, and when Fable 2 dropped, I was like, okay, I have to get this game because I love Fable 1 so much. Fable 2 was a complete waste of time. It was a pile of dog shit. It was terrible. Fable 3 I got for free when I bought my Xbox 360. I played it for like 15 minutes, and I never picked it up again. It's terrible. And with Fable Legends, it looks cool, but looks can be deceiving, and they have deceived us from the second one and the third one on, so I'm definitely not trusting this game. I'm going to wait until the release, wait to see reviews, and wait to see more footage on it before I make a decision on whether or not I actually want this game. But I will give it the aestheticness. The aesthetics of the game are amazing, and I'm a big believer in graphics and aesthetics, not that it's the thing that makes a game good. To me, aesthetics enhances just the gameplay experience. It just enhances everything, the gameplay mechanics, the gameplay, all of it. And if a game is really aesthetically pleasing, then the game is just going to be better overall, and the game looks really cool. And that's all it has going for it for me. And finally, I'm going to bring you probably the best thing that Microsoft's EA conference, and that is Halo, the Master Chief Anniversary Edition, or whatever it's called. Oh my god, am I so hyped for this. I literally fanboyed out while I was watching this, mostly because I'm a super big fan of Halo 2. That was my favorite Halo. I played it for hours and hours and hours upon end, and when they said that the Halo 2 multiplayer is going to be brought back to us on the same engine, playing on the same maps, and playing the exact same way that we played years ago, it blew my mind. I wasn't expecting anything like that before, and when I saw that, it made me smile. It made me super happy, and it actually made me want to buy an Xbox One. And I know once this game drops, I need to get an Xbox One because I need to play Halo 2. I need to play on the old maps, and they even said you're going to be playing all the maps from Halo 1 to Halo 4 on their original engines on 1080p 60 frames per second, and I feel like that is going to be an amazing time for gamers when they play multiplayer, because yes, we're going to have Call of Duty, but still, it's Call of Duty. We are skeptical. We don't know whether or not it's going to be good, and if it's bad, at least we'll have Halo. We can nostalgia over dual-wielding SMGs. And also they announced that if you get this, you're going to get the beta for Halo 5 Guardians. I'm just like so about that. I didn't really like the Halo 4 multiplayer, so I'm expecting Halo 5 to be sort of the same. But it's still cool nonetheless that they're having a multiplayer beta for Halo 5. And next they have Witcher 3. It's another game that I wanted to talk about because I played a little bit, again like Dragon Age, I played a little bit of the first two, so I don't really know much about the game. I know Witcher 2 is a very amazing game. A lot of people play it. It's really high regarded. The graphics are amazing. It's just an all-around good game. And from the gameplay video that we saw of Witcher 3, I feel like it's going to be a must-buy for those who have a console. It's going to be a really fun action RPG experience. Open world, you're going to be able to do quests on your own, and I feel like it's going to be one of those games that's going to be really high regarded for the consoles. Now, next, we have The Division, and that's a game that I also have a lot of mixed feelings about. One, it's by Ubisoft, and Ubisoft is sort of iffy in my book on how the game turns out. And since it's been pushed back so many times, I don't know how it's going to play out. But the gameplay, from what we saw, like the last year's E3, the game has an amazing atmosphere. It looks really cool in this sort of like post-apocalyptic New York City, and it looks fun, but we don't know how the multiplayer aspect is gonna work out. We're gonna need some more time and more videos to actually make a decision about it. And the last game I wanted to talk to you guys about is Crackdown. For those of you who don't know, it's a game that came out when the Xbox 360 first dropped. It was a really popular FPS. It was really before Call of Duty and Halo really took over the consoles, but it was a fun game, and I feel like it was underrated, and not a lot of people heard about it, but to see it coming back is sort of a dream come true to me. I wanted to see another Crackdown game. I love the art, I love the gameplay, so I'm really excited to see more about this. But that's going to be basically it, because there's a lot of indie games that they announced and a lot of gameplay footage for those indie games, and although I'm a big fan of indie games and all that order stuff, I'm not going to really cover it because, again, we don't know much about them. It's just a little bit of gameplay footage, but it's cool to see that a lot of indie games are being developed for the Xbox One. It's going to breathe a lot of life into the game console. You know, you can, if you get bored of playing Call of Duty or Halo, you could just sort of relax and play a really easy, simple game. That's what I like about indie games, is that they're simple, you can get into them, and you don't have to invest a lot of time or strategy into. And seeing that Xbox One is going to be really focusing on indies sort of makes me happy. But now that all the games are sort of out of the way, I want to talk about the most things that I've been hyped for this, and the best parts, I think, of this E3 conference. Obviously, the best one, in my opinion, is the Halo Master Chief Anniversary Edition. I'm really excited to see all the games being remastered, being able to go back and play all the maps again in the original way that I played them. It's going to be really interesting. Again, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, that's a game I'm always looking forward to seeing. I always go to E3 and enjoy watching Call of Duty footage. Then we have The Division. Again, it's a game that we don't really know much about, but hopefully it works out really well. Finally, we have Evolve, a game that I'm really excited to see. I'm really excited to get into and post videos about it, but all in all, I think Microsoft did a good job. They focused on gaming, which is good. They didn't really talk about the Xbox One going only console without the Kinect. I really think that was a good step for them because they really focused on the console last year, so they didn't talk about a lot of games. But focusing on the games this year, again, I feel is a very good choice to them. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I want to hear your favorite part about the Microsoft's EA briefing and what games you're most looking forward to seeing. I'm really interested in hearing what you guys have to say. For those of you just coming to this channel, if you like what you saw, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I'm going to be covering all the E3 coverage for you guys here on this channel, so make sure that you guys stay tuned for Sony's and Nintendo's and EA's and all that other stuff. Anyways, guys, it's been Overture Soul. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.